live here from Daytona Beach, Florida here. Welcome for the second annual Daytona 500 for the Coca-Cola Cup Series. Hello, I am Lane, your sole announcer today, and I predict it's going to be a great race here in Daytona, as we're going to have a flag-to-flag broadcast here, and almost an hour long with ads, commercials, pre-race, post-race, everything, flag to flag. It's going to be amazing here. Well, we're going to switch off to a commercial break for now, and we'll see you later.
They call them photo finishes because you need to see them to believe them.
By a matter of inches.
And the Daytona 500 has had quite a few.
That was a brace.
But it's also had photo starts and photo drama. And definitely some photo-worthy cars. Lights, camera, start your engines. It's the biggest race of the year.
The Daytona 500.
I am the Daytona 500. I am NASCAR.
Welcome back here, and let's say before we start the race, let's give you some track info, about this track here. This is about 2.5 miles long. It's a super speedway, capacity of almost 80,000 people. As really steep banking, almost 30 degrees banking on the turns, and it even has some banking in the front stretch right there. This track also has a roval in it, as it's a 3-mile road course, including of a bus stop in the backstretch, and the actual road course you can see over there. Road course you can see right there inside the track in the infield. As it also has a lake that is host many boating shows and fishing tournaments, and also a lot of stuff that you can see some people have put out their boats to watch the race from the water. Oh, that'll actually be pretty cool doing that. Yeah, this race will be about 8 laps long. 8 laps long. Have almost 30 drivers in this race. Let's switch it over to track conditions and the weather here. Weather is pretty nice here in Daytona. The current temperature right now is about in the 60s, and the high today is about in the 70s, and it might even reach into the 80s. We are seeing no concerns of rain today, which is a very good sign. We don't want this race to end up as a rain delay. That rain delayed races are very boring. Oh no, it's pretty good. It's all dry here. As you can see, spring is right around the corner here as winter is starting to end. So let's get on to the track conditions. And for track conditions here, like I said, it's dry on the track. We're also we put out some jet dryers just to make sure. We did some test runs. The track conditions was very good. Nothing's happening. We don't no fear of the track falling apart. And we see debris. We have no concerns of debris from the track. The only debris we might see today is from the drivers beating and banging. And that's pretty good. So we're gonna go on commercial break once again. So you stay in tune and don't leave us. So let's get on to that.
Sound is unmistakable. The speed is unstoppable. On March 4th, 5th, and 6th, you will live it. NASCAR invades Sin City once again for a weekend of thundering fury. We've got trucks, we've got camping, we got fights, we've got action. It's the Pennzoil 400 race weekend. It's Vegas, baby.
Welcome back here after the commercial break. And before we do the anthem and command, let me tell you about how this track has changed over the months. So we have had a bunch of renovations. We repaved it. Now it's no longer black. It's now the shade of gray. And we also updated the Louisville, repainted a bunch of things, removed and added new walls. We also, here's a big thing, we added some LED lights around the outside wall. And there was a catch fence. We were supposed to do banking. We couldn't find a viable solution. We did do catch fence. It kind of worked, but it started falling apart, and we couldn't keep it up. So we scratched that idea. So basically, yeah, and yeah. So it's gonna be a great race. So let's go back to a commercial break before we go on to the anthem and command. Wanting to get those stains that just won't freaking come off? Well, you should get Super Wipe. Super Wipe is a revolutionary cleaning product that can solve all your cleaning products. It can clean up anything from dirty stains, your children's faces, and other things. Super Wipe, America's #1 worst cleaning product. Welcome back. Let me show you the people to look out for today. Those people are the number 5 Hendrick car of Kyle Larson. He won the pole and has been good all speed weeks. Been good in qualifying and practice. Same for Kevin Harvick in the number 4. Also got the second position. Also did the same thing as Larson, but Larson did a little bit better. Now we have 19 Truex. He wants to get the 500 really bad, but as everyone does. But he fought a lot in practice and qualifying. And same for Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and William Byron. They all did the same thing. They're all trying to win this 500, and they all have good shots of winning it. So started to roll the American flag, so without further ado, let's get on with the national anthem. Now, before we get on with the race, let's tell you what's changed since the 2021 season. As Matt Damon struggles to find a ride, Harrison Burton comes to replace him in Wood Brothers Racing. Ryan Newman goes in retirement, and Brad Keselowski leaves Penske Racing to RFK Racing to take over Newman's old ride and becomes a part-time owner of RFK Racing. With Brad Keselowski leaving him for RFK, Penske hires Austin Cindric to take over the number 2 car. Justin Haley comes in as a rookie and takes the 31 car. After Chip Ganassi closes, Kurt Busch goes to 23XI Racing with Bubba Wallace. Ross Chastain, which was also in Chip Ganassi Racing, goes over to Trackhouse Racing in the number 1 car. Well, with all that said, did you get all of it? We may ask you to please rise for an instrumental version of the national anthem performed by the Florida National Guard. Packing up and getting ready for the command. We'll be switching off the commercial break until the command. Hi, it's your friend Ring to let you know that we have a new show up on the channel. It's called the Oh No Show. It's for me and Luke. Debating on the stupid things on planet Earth. So if you're interested, go check it out. So, without further ado, let's get back onto the race. Please welcome Lane here doing the command. The Daytona 500. Drivers, start your engines! Well, as they get off pit road, let's get to the rows. Row 1, we have Kyle Larson and Kevin Harvick. Then the 22 and 19 in row 2. And then we have the 18 and 11 in row 3. Then we have the 99 and 24 in row 4. And then in row 5, we have the 48 and the 9. Then we have the 45 and then 12, then the 20, then 6. Then the 21, then 1. And then we have the number 3 and Bubba Wallace, and then the number 23. Then we have the 2 and 8, 10, 41, 17, 47, 14, 43, 7 and 16, 34 and 31. So let's get racing here on Daytona. Pace car rolls on pit. Here we go. Green flag is in the air for the Daytona 500. Oh, Byron gets pushed down the yellow line. He slides. He bounces off the hood. He bounces off. Daniel Suarez almost flips. Looks like Kyle Busch pushed him down. Well, with the caution out, we're going to go on commercial break. So we'll see you soon. Have you ever just gotten tired of eating the McDonald's burgers? Have you ever just wanted to taste an off-brand? Well, come on down to McDonald's. We're a crappier version of McDonald's. We got things like the Wick Mac. Wick Mac. The quarter wicker. I don't know. I don't know why we haven't made these decisions. Ronald McDonald's after me, and he hired every single clown in town to try to kill me. Look, I battled him by hiring killer clowns to kill him and his clowns. So come on down to McDonald's. We're getting investigated by the FDA. Welcome back. The green flag is back in here. Kevin Harvick takes the lead from Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson to the inside. Kyle Larson takes the lead for Kevin Harvick. Here comes Truex. Kyle Hammond. Oh, Logano almost causes a wreck. Here comes Kyle Busch, takes the lead for the 19 of Truex. As we will go on to the 4-5. Here comes Hamlin taking the lead from Kyle Busch. Here comes Chase Elliott and Burton. Oh, Burton dumps Chase. Harrison Burton is not your leader as we go on board with him. NASCAR's announced the green flag pit stops. Here, let's go. Many drivers on pit road, taking mostly tires. Here, Danny Hamlin takes the lead from Harrison Burton. Here comes the pack. Danny Hamlin takes over the lead from Harrison Burton as they come on to the 6th lap. Here comes Kevin Harvick. Oh, Kevin Harvick spins into the back. That's a big one at Daytona. Looks like he got wrecked by Chase Briscoe, as the caution will come out as we'll go on commercial break once again. Done with stupid normal sports drinks with electrolytes, and what a sports drink with electricity? Well, it gets a raid. It comes in like 50,000 variants. It's the best sports drink around. It's for champs. Dang it. Welcome back, and we are ready for a green, white checker. So let's get on to the race. Green flag is back in the air as Harrison Burton with the lead. Oh, Hamlin gets pushed to the inside. Here comes Bubba Wallace to take the lead down to the inside. Harrison Burton blocks him. Bubba Wallace trying to get around Harrison Burton. Here comes Danny Hamlin down to the inside. Harrison Burton falls back in the middle. It's now Bubba Wallace versus Hamlin. Burton trying to come back up. Oh, Hamlin smashes him in the 23 white flag. Bubba Wallace with the lead. Hamlin trying to get him. Oh, Harrison Burton pushes Truex and he comes back. Denny Hamlin falls back. It's now Harrison with the inside and Bubba with the outside. They're both battling for the lead as they come in turn 3 and 4. Here we go. Hamlin comes up. Straight wide. Massive wreck. It's going to be Harrison Burton wins their photo finish as a massive wreck happens behind them. Harrison Burton ready to celebrate his most greatest achievement here. He won the Daytona 500. Harrison Burton comes to celebrate in victory lane after winning the Daytona 500 with a photo finish with Hamlin and Bubba Wallace, with Harrison Burton barely edging out Bubba Wallace. A massive celebration in victory lane now, because this is not only just Harrison Burton's first win. His first win is the Daytona 500, which is very surprising. And not to mention, this is also his first race. And he did have some starts in the old Coke Zero Sugar Series, so it's just been discontinued. And I don't think he won a race, but finally gets his first win in any series, as it must be very happy. So let's get on with the results of the race. Let's get on to the race results. Of course, Harrison Burton gets first, Bubba Wallace gets second, Denny Hamlin gets third, Cole Custer gets fourth, and fifth is Ross Chastain, and sixth is the number 5 car of Kyle Larson. And 7th is the 34 of Michael McDowell. And 8th is the number 2 of Austin Cindric. And 9th is the 19 of Truex, Martin Truex Jr. And 10th is the 16th of AJ Allmendinger. And 11th is the 22 Joey Logano. And 12th is the 48 of Alex Bowman. And 13th is the 8th. And 13th is the 8 of Tyler Reddick. And 14th is the 31 of Justin Haley, I think. And then 15th is the number 7 of Corey LaJoy. And then 16th is the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And 17th is the 10 of Eric Almirola. And then the 18th is the 43 of Eric Jones. The 19th, the 3 of Austin Dillon. 20th is the 20 of Christopher Bell. 21 and 21st is the number 9 of Chase Elliott. And 22nd is the 4th of Kevin Harvick. And 23rd is the 45th. And 23rd is the 45 of Kurt Busch. And 24th is the 18th of Kyle Busch. Then 25th is the 6th of Ryan Newman. And then 26th is the 17th of Chris Buescher. And then 27th is the number 12 of Ryan Blaney. And 28th is the 14 of Chase Briscoe. And then the 29th is the 24 of William Byron. And then finally, last but not least, on the 30th is the 99 of Daniel Suarez. Get that out? We're here in the studio where the magic happens to show you a race recap. First, the green flag flies as Kevin Harvick and Larson lead us off. We go on board of Harvick as Kyle Busch trying to help Truex, pushes Byron under the yellow line, causing him to slide, spin, and then bounce off the hood, going into the air, bounce off the hood of Daniel Suarez, causing the caution to come out. As the green flag flies again, Larson and Harvick lead us off as Harvick takes charge as Kyle Larson goes to the inside. Larson quickly speeds up and takes the lead from Harvick, but then with the help of Kyle Busch and Hamlin, Martin Truex rockets up. The Toyotas rocks it up as Logano, when Logano approaches Kevin Harvick, he bumps into the back and starts sliding across the track, causing Chase to hit right in the back his last game and almost causing a big wreck as Bowman barely avoids it. Barely, and I said barely. Truex with the lead as Kyle Busch abandons him as he gets pushed from Hamlin. Luckily, Larson catches Truex and tries to rock him back up. As a flyby happens, Kyle Busch has the lead until it's taken by Denny Hamlin. Hamlin holds on to that lead and dumps Kyle Busch and puts him into the slow lane as he falls behind, but Chase Elliott with push from Harrison Burton rockets up, but then Harrison Burton dumps Chase Elliott, and this move right here of dump might as well just given him the win. Harrison Burton stays with the lead for a while as he starts battling for Denny Hamlin. NASCAR announces green flag pit stops as Ross Chastain, Martin Truex Jr., Bubba Wallace, and Austin Cindric and Kyle Larson all going on. There's more. Also, Cole Custer does that, and many cars take 4 tires. Most cars take 4 tires. As we see here, Denny Hamlin and Harrison Burton fight for the lead viciously. As Harrison Burton starts to take the lead, the pack behind them catches onto them, and they both hook onto their rears. With a push from Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin rockets up to the lead until the next lap. Kevin Harvick comes and tries to take the lead, but then gets bumped and rear-ended by Chase Briscoe, which spins Harvick's out, and then Chase Briscoe spins himself as he slides to the infield grass as Harvick barely avoids the 21. Manages to keep him off his wall, and then quickly slides into the pack, causing a huge big one, including many cars. Whoop. You know what time it is? After the caution comes out. As the caution comes out, the green flies once again. It is now the battle between Harrison Burton and Denny Hamlin, which seems no one challenging them. They two fight as it seems they're the only ones that can contend. As they fight, Hamlin almost gets dumped into the slow lane as Bubba Wallace comes to rocket up, trying to take the lead from Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton materially stops him in his track as Bubba Wallace spends the next few frames trying to get around Harrison Burton. Hamlin makes it through while making a bonsai move to the inside. As when he does this, no one wants to help Harrison Burton with drafting, and Harrison Burton slowly falls into the middle. As Harrison Burton tries to get back up to the lead, Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain decided to go straight right next to Bubba Wallace as the white flag flies. It gets even more tension happens as with the help of Kyle Larson, Harrison Burton puts Truex in the slow lane. Harrison Burton rockets back up to the inside, making it 3 wide as Hamlin starts falling back. Now it's Bubba Wallace and Harrison Burton. Hamlin tries a few attempts to get back up, but it is not successful until the last lap, where he gets a push from Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain accidentally gets loose, hits Cole Custer, and then hits Kyle Larson, causing a huge crash where he goes upside down as he does a flip. Harrison Burton wins barely over Bubba Wallace as Denny Hamlin's at a close third as the whole entire pack wrecks behind him as Cole Custer barely limps across the finish. Kyle Larson goes backwards after getting hit by Austin Cindric. Ross Chastain goes back on all fours. So that right there is your race recap. Well, that is it for the story and race of the 2022 Daytona 500 for the Coca-Cola Cup Series of Season 2. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. I just hope you managed to stay awake for all of it. It was pretty long. We had great action, a perfect note, and now the cautions. A great photo finish with a crash again. So I'll see you next time for season 2 race 2 at Auto Club. So congratulations to Harrison Burton, and well, I'll see you.